What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today in the Bengals franchise, this is the much anticipated matchup that I have been talking about for my last few uploads. We're taking on the New York Jets today. It is a great game, but before we get into it, here is your roster. Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook are your running backs. Garrett Wilson, the absolute second-year monster. Allen Lazard, a veteran, up there with them. Randall Cobb and McCole Hardman Jr. will be their main receivers. CJ Uzomah is their best tight end, but he doesn't get playing time. Jeremy Ruckert doesn't get playing time either. Conklin is actually their starter. There's their O-line, but this is a pretty good matchup because, as you could tell from the title when you clicked on this, it is the #1 passing attack in the league against the #1 rushing attack in the league. So this is going to be an absolutely crazy matchup. We'll see how it goes here today. They have John Franklin Myers on the left end and Carl Lewis on the right end. Jermaine Johnson is also a young guy, and Will McDonald is also a young guy, so they have a lot of depth there. When it comes to our defensive tackle, Quinnen Williams is an absolute monster in the middle. He is going to deal a lot of damage to our team. Their linebackers, though, not as good. CJ Mosley is a pretty solid middle linebacker, but their outside linebackers are not very good, so we can try to expose that. Sauce Gardner, of course, his rating isn't as high as I personally think it should be, but nonetheless, he is their #1 cornerback. Also, some other cornerbacks, they have good depth there. Strong safety is Chuck Clark, and their kicker, Greg Zierlein, and Thomas Morstead will be their punter. Last week, Joe Mixon will get Offensive Player of the Week with his 3 total touchdowns, 89 rushing yards, and 43 receiving yards. Great game from him last week to beat the Chiefs. But I've been talking about it a lot in both my series, but this is the first game where I feel like I really kind of nailed the sliders. I had a really good game against a good team. So let's get into it. It is another rainy day at Paycor. The undefeated Bengals at home will be taking on the 4-2 New York Jets, who have playoff, maybe even Super Bowl aspirations. And today, even though it is rainy and muddy, of course I didn't know it was going to be like that, we will be donning the all-white uniforms at home. So let's hope that that can boost our team's morale a little bit and we can get things done. There's your AFC North standings, and we're going to be kicking it off to the Jets to start off the game. Also, big piece here, note that there is a lot of strong wind here today, so that could mess up the kicking lot. And the first pass of the game, Logan Wilson is standing right behind the line, and he gets an interception. So we will get the ball with very good field position. They won't even get their first possession, so let's see what we can do. Joe Mixon's going to lose some yards there on the run, so 3rd and 9. Play fake. Burrow rolling right, doesn't really have anybody, and he's just going to throw it away, and we are going to settle for a field goal. So we go up 3-0. We pick them off on their very first play, so 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall's going to go absolutely nowhere. DJ Reader there. Good run stopper. So 2nd and 10. Aaron Rodgers is going to pass it. He's going to throw it way downfield for Allen Lazard, and Allen Lazard is going to make the catch. Our coverage got absolutely blown up right there, so now they're going to have good field position. Breece Hall on the run, and Logan Wilson's going to absolutely blow him up. Pass here to the sideline. Conklin makes the catch. They're going to call it inbounds. That did not look like inbounds to me, so I would decide to challenge this pass. So let's see if he was inbounds. He catches it right there, and nope, he was just not inbounds, not even close. Good coverage there by Nick Scott. He didn't even get a single foot inbounds. But you heard it there. Ruling on the field stands. The refs got money on the game. So let's see how this play affects the game. So they're going to hand it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall is going to get into the end zone easily. So that may change the outcome of the game. So will a lot of plays in this game. Jamar Chase breaks free there. Joe Burrow finds him for a big gain. We're now in Jets territory. Joe Mixon to the outside. Big run. Gets run to the outside for another 1st down. So 1st and 10. Burrow dropping back. Tyler Boyd, quick pass to the flat. Tyler Boyd's going to get a gain of about 7 there. So 2nd and 10. Handed off to Mixon. Mixon gets the 1st down. Breaks a tackle. And gets us inside the 20-yard line. Burrow's going to drop back. Pass it to Trent Irwin. He's going to get a few yards there. 2nd and 5. Joe Burrow finds Higgins over the middle of the field, and that's going to be a first down inside the 5-yard line. So Joe Burrow past the Mixon in the flat. Mixon breaks a tackle, and he is going to get into the end zone. So there we go. We are going to go up 10-7. Joe Burrow, pretty much, I think he may have been perfect in that drive. 50 yards, 6 passes, and a touchdown. So we're going to kick it off to the Jets, and there is a very bad kick along with some bad wind. So we're going to get flagged there for kicking it out of bounds, and they're going to start off with pretty good field position. So 3 minutes left to go in the first. Play fake. Over the middle, he finds McCole Hardman Jr., who I'm pretty sure came from the Chiefs. Now he's on, the Jets, competing for another Super Bowl. He's going to find Hardman Jr. again over the middle for another first down. Hand off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall is tackled by Trey Hendrickson there. So 2nd down. Rodgers finds Breece Hall in the end zone on the wheel route. Nobody was covering him. We were in a zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. So they're going to go up 14-10. All right, so Burrow's going to drop back. He has Higgins. Higgins on the corner route is able to get the catch, make a man miss, and we're going to be inside the 30-yard line. But Joe Burrow's going to injure his elbow on the play, so we'll have to see what happens there. So Jake Browning's in for a play. Hand it off to Mixon. And Joe Burrow will be back. So 2nd and 5. He only missed one play. Burrow's going to roll right. Throws it over the middle to Irv Smith Jr., getting his first reception of the game. Good job. Burrow's going to roll left. Nobody's open. He's going to run for the end zone. Dives. And he gets another rushing touchdown on the season. I'm pretty sure it was last game against the Chiefs where he had a play just like that one. So Joe Burrow is starting to get active outside of the pocket and get himself some rushing touchdowns. So it's going to be 17-14. Garrett Wilson's going to take a big hit there from Jermaine Pratt, I think that was. But they're still going to get the first down. Aaron Rodgers is going to get sacked there. 2nd and 10. Rodgers over the middle of the field into tight coverage, but McCole Hardman is able to make the catch. Great pass by Aaron Rodgers. 2nd and 10. Breece Hall is going to try to weave through traffic, but he's going to get tackled before the first down, and that will be the end of the first quarter. The Bengals are up by 3. Aaron Rodgers rolling right, pump fakes. Throws it up, and Conklin's going to catch it on the sideline. This time the refs will not give him that one. And they're going to settle for a field goal, but they are going to miss it. So that's the wind coming into play. They're going to miss out on some points there, so we're going to get the ball where they had it. Mixon goes nowhere. Burrow's going to drop back, rolling right. He's feeling some pressure. He's just going to run for it, and that might be counted as a sack there. It's 3rd and 10. Burrow's going to roll left. He has Irv Smith Jr. open. Great route there over the middle. And we're going to have a first down. So 1st and 10. Burrow's going to drop back. He's rolling right. Doesn't really see anybody. And he's going to take a big hit for a big loss and a sack. So 2nd and 21. Burrow rolling right. Just going to dump it to Mixon in the flat. Mixon makes a man miss. He fumbles the ball. And the Jets are going to hop on top of it. But we are going to challenge that. So let's see if Mixon was down before or after the fumble. Spins away from that tackle right there is hit. And he is definitely down before the ball came out. And the refs actually agree with us this time. So the play's going to be reversed. So 3rd and 13. Let's make this be worth something. Jamar Chase is going to make the catch in the corner. And he is going to have enough room to get in for a touchdown. Huge reception there. Good thing we challenged that fumble. We're going to get 7 points out of it. And Joe Burrow's having himself quite a game. 11 passes, 2 touchdowns, and 160. Jamar Chase, great speed there to get around the defenders and get him for a touchdown. So, Jets get the ball. They give it to Breece Hall. That rhymes. So it's 2nd and 7. Over the middle is Baldwin, their fullback. Baldwin breaks a tackle, and he's going to get up to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, Rodgers is going to drop back over the middle to Wilson. Garrett Wilson with a strong catch there, able to hang on to it. So 2nd and 10. Rodgers over the middle to Wilson again. Wilson's going to fumble the ball after a big hit from Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to jump on top of it. So up by 10, the Bengals get the ball back. Handoff to Joe Mixon there. Burrow's going to drop back, rolling right. He's going to get sacked, and that is going to be a big loss for the Bengals. So 3rd and 15. Burrow's going to drop back to pass. Rolling left. Fires it over the middle to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase under the coverage is able to make the catch. So Burrow now, again, finds Tyler Boyd for another first down, and the Bengals are absolutely driving right now. So 1st and 10, Burrow rolling right. He finds Jamar Chase on the comeback route. So he's going to hand it off to Joe Mixon. Nope, play fake. Burrow hit as he throws, and it's going to be bobbled around. But Joe Burrow is going to be injured again, this time to his chest. So Jake Browning will be forced back in. And spoiler alert, Joe Burrow is going to be out for the remainder of the game. So let's see if we can hold on to our lead. That's a start there. 3 points added on to our lead, so now we're up by 13. So we kick it off to the Jets. McCole Hardman Jr., their return man. Pretty nice return. He makes a man miss, but there will be holding on Uzomah, the former Cincinnati tight end that we went to the Super Bowl with. So Breece Hall gets the ball up the middle, big yardage, and a touchdown-saving tackle there. So play fake, Rodgers over the middle to Conklin. Conklin's able to get a good chunk of yards there. They're going to go into a hurry-up offense. It's 2nd and 1 with 1:50 left in the half. Aaron Rodgers dropping back to pass again. Over the middle, it is intercepted by Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson gets his 2nd interception of the day. This little graphic won't show it, but that is his 2nd interception. So now, Jake Browning and the Bengals are back. Joe Mixon is going to go absolutely nowhere with the run. Hand it off to Joe Mixon again. Goes nowhere with the run again. So 3rd and 15, we're going to have to pass it. Jake Browning rolling left. He throws it up for Sample. I think we may have had Jamar Chase downfield one-on-one, but I don't really trust Jake Browning making that pass. So 1st and 10, and it's looking like the Jets are going to run down the clock, but they call a play at the last second. Breece Hall's going to break a tackle, and he is going to go all the way. Nobody's going to catch him. How do you even blow that? Just absolutely insane. No time left in the half, and he does an 84-yard touchdown run. We had him in the backfield, but he breaks the tackle, and the PAT will be no good. So an interesting turn of events there at the end of the game. The Jets are going to be down by 7 to the Bengals at halftime, but we get the ball. So handoff to Joe Mixon. He goes nowhere. 2nd and 11. Play fake. This time Jake Browning. He is going to be sacked for a big loss, so play fake on 3rd down. Jake Browning is going to heave it up for T. Higgins. T. Higgins is going to make the catch, and he's going to take a big hit and hang on to it. So we get a 1st down. Joe Mixon to the outside, breaks a tackle, and he's able to get us another 1st down. So let's see if we can't drive down and get some points. Jake Browning rolling out of the pocket. He's going to just throw it up, and it is going to be tipped away. And Orlando Brown is going to have another holding call. He's been getting a lot of those lately. Kind of an issue. So 1st and 20. Browning's going to drop back. Throws it to Mixon on the screen. Mixon gets some good blocks. And Mixon's going to get us to where it would have been without the holding. So 2nd and 10. Browning's going to roll back. He's going to roll left. He doesn't really find anybody. He's going to fumble it. The Bengals aren't going to pick it up. The Jets are going to pick it up. And we're going to lose out on a possible scoring drive there because of a fumble. So to the outside is Breece Hall. Logan Wilson makes a great tackle in the backfield there. 2nd and 12. Hand off to Breece Hall again. This time Breece Hall breaks a tackle. He's going to get a good chunk there. So 3rd and 5. And that is going to be a false start from the Jets. So it would have been a 3rd and 5. Is now going to be a 3rd and 10. So let's see if they can convert. Rodgers dropping back. He's going to heave it up. Garrett Wilson beat his man in the back of the end zone. Garrett Wilson gets a touchdown. So just when I thought we could have had them stopped, we don't. But the PAT is no good once again. So it's going to be 26 to 27. Jake Browning's going to throw it over the middle to Irv Smith Jr. Jake Browning's going to drop back. Over the middle to T. Higgins. Just giving Jake Browning some easy routes, warming him up. Getting him comfortable. Jake Browning again is going to throw. He's going to throw it to Sample right over the middle. That's another completion for him. 2nd and 2. Give it to Mixon up the gut. He's able to get a 1st down and get into Jets territory. 2nd and 10. Jake Browning's going to drop back. Over the middle is Irwin. Irwin's not able to get a 1st down, but he's able to get a good chunk. So 3rd and 1. Hand off to Mixon. Mixon is able to fall forward and get us another 1st down. So all's going well until Jake Browning throws an interception. Sauce Gardner read the comeback route and is able to get the pick there. Logan Wilson, huge stop there on Breece Hall. And Breece Hall's going to get the ball again, breaks another tackle, but tackled again by Logan Wilson. So 3rd and 2, Rodgers dropping back. He's going to get sacked, and they're going to go 3 and out. So we're going to get the ball back. 1st and 10. Jake Browning rolling left. Irv Smith Jr.'s wide open over the middle. Almost a first down. 3rd down and inches. Give it to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's able to get into Jets territory. So 1st and 10. Jake Browning dropping back. Jake Browning's going to get sacked again for another huge loss. So play fake. Browning rolling right. Tries to throw it. Probably wouldn't have been a first down even if he did complete it to whoever it was. So we're going to give it back to the Jets. They're going to give it to Breece Hall. So 3rd and 6. Rodgers dropping back. He finds Wilson on the comeback route sitting under the coverage, and that's going to be a first down. So 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to pass. Heaves it downfield for Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson makes the catch and is pushed out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Jets are down by 1. Breece Hall gets the handoff. He's going to get a first down and get them inside the 10-yard line. So handoff to Breece Hall again. This time Breece Hall fumbles the ball, and it is picked up by Awuzie in the end zone. So we deny them of points again, and this game is a close one. Browning evades the pressure and finds Mixon over the middle for a first down. Browning passing again, rolling right, heaves it downfield for Chase. Chase has his man beat, catches the ball, but is knocked out by Sauce Gardner. Good, nice play by Sauce Gardner there. Browning sacked again on 3rd down, so we're going to have to give it back to the Jets. Breece Hall up the gut. Logan Wilson on the tackle again. This time they're going to give it to the fullback Baldwin, and he's going to get a first down. Handoff to Breece Hall again. Breece Hall makes a man miss, gets through the O-line, and they're going to have a 2nd and short. So handoff to Breece Hall. Breece Hall stopped in the backfield. Big loss there. 3rd and 5. Rodgers dropping back, looking. He has Allen Lazard, and Allen Lazard is able to make a catch. Aaron Rodgers puts it right through that window. Aaron Rodgers passing again. Baldwin's going to make the catch. Bit of an awkward covered pass there. Rodgers dropping back. He's going to find Conklin, but Conklin is tackled before he can get the first down. So they're going to settle for a field goal. It is up, and it is no good again. So I think their kickers only made 1 PAT, no field goals, missed 2 PATs. Mixon's going to break a few tackles, and he is going to break through and get a big touchdown run just like Breece Hall did earlier in the game. Joe Mixon's able to break a couple tackles, get his blockers set up, and he's going to run all the way for a touchdown. Here you'll see him run over Sauce Gardner, break another tackle, good blocking, his speed's able to let him break free, and he's going to get us a good lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's going to be 34-26, Rodgers dropping back, over the middle, Allen Lazard is able to make the catch. Beautiful pass by Aaron Rodgers, still doing it in his 40s. I think he's in his 40s, maybe not, late 30s. 2nd and 8. Give it to Breece Hall. Toss play on the right. Breece Hall makes a man miss, gets a first down. Stiff arms a guy and gets down to about the 25-yard line. So Dalvin Cook's in now while Breece Hall gets some rest. He's going to run it nowhere. Dalvin Cook again. This time he's able to make a man miss and fall forward. So 3rd and 6. Dalvin Cook again, this time to the outside. Big gain. He might get a touchdown, but the spin move is not able to get him in. Nick Scott makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Breece Hall's back in. He's going to get nowhere. 2nd and 10. Aaron Rodgers over the middle finds Conklin in the back of the end zone, and they're going to get a touchdown. So they're going to have to go for 2. They're down by 2. Breece Hall breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and we are able to stop him before he can get into the end zone. So now we just have to burn all the clock we can. Mixon up the gut. Good gain. We're up by 2. Mixon around the tackle, breaks a tackle, runs over a guy, and we're burning the Jets' timeouts. 1:50 left in the game. Up the gut with Mixon again. We burn another one of their timeouts. 2nd and 8. Play fake. Browning has Chase wide open, but leads him too far, and that's going to be out of bounds. So Jake Browning, Mixon up the gut, and that is going to be 4th down. So we're going to have to give it back. They have a minute left. All we have to do is deny a field goal. Garrett Wilson there on the catch, gets him at the 35-yard line, and they're going to go into a hurry-up offense. So 1st and 10. See if they spike it here. Aaron Rodgers fake spike, throws it up, and it is bobbled away. Intended for Allen Lazard. So 2nd and 10, 40 seconds left. Intended for Allen Lazard again, but this time it's bobbled away again. So 3rd and 10, Aaron Rodgers throws it over the middle. Allen Lazard Not enough to get a first down, so 4th and 4, 30 seconds left in the game. Let's see if they can convert here. If they don't, it's game over. Aaron Rodgers dropping back. He's looking. He's going to throw it up. Garrett Wilson is able to come back and make the reception. That should put them in field goal range, but you got to mind the big wind. So they're still going to go for it here. 1st and 10, hurry up offense. They spike the ball with 10 seconds left. They don't go for the field goal. Aaron Rodgers over the middle to Conklin. Conklin is able to make the catch, get them a bit closer. And they're going to call a timeout here with 4 seconds left in the game. So Greg Zierlin hasn't made a field goal all game. The wind is really throwing him off. Let's pray for just one more time here. The kick is up. It looks to be good. The wind is not able to take it enough. And the Jets are going to go up with 1 second left. Barring an absolute miracle here on the kickoff, the Bengals are going to take their first loss of the season in absolute heartbreaking fashion. Fumbled on the play, picked up, but that is going to be the end of the game. An absolute heartbreak of a loss in Paycor. The Jets are going to win 35-34. Defense kind of sold that game there at the end. All we had to do was hold them. But we were bound to lose our first game of the season. I'm glad at least that one was a good one. I think it'll be good content for you guys to watch. Joe Burrow, before he left, had a perfect passer rating. And Jake Browning, as you can see right there, had a sub-40 passer rating. So, really not too good. We don't have a solid backup. Unlike in real life, Jake Browning in this game is really bad. In a whole half, he only threw for 92 yards, and no touchdowns, and interception, and 47%. Joe Mixon had an absolute day on the ground, though, 144 rushing yards. Mixon and Burrow would both have a rushing touchdown. Mixon would have that long run of 65 yards. Receiving, Mixon, Chase, Irv Smith Jr., and Higgins would all have 4 receptions. Chase would only be the one with over 100 yards, though, exactly 100. Irv Smith Jr. would go 4 for 37. T. Higgins would go 4 for 81, pretty good. Trent Irwin and his 2 receptions would get 13 yards. When it comes to your touchdown leaders, Mixon and Chase would both have a reception touchdown. Sample, Higgins, and Chase would all drop a ball this game. That's bound to happen, though. Defensively, Logan Wilson would lead with 10 tackles, Pratt with 8, Hilton with 7, Battle with 4, and DJ Reader with 3. Tackle for losses, Hubbard with 2, Wilson will have 1. Your sacks, Pratt would get 1, DJ Reader would also get 1. Big hits, Jermaine Pratt would have 1 big hit for the team. Interceptions, Logan Wilson would be the only player with an interception. He'd have 2. Mike Hilton with 7 catches allowed, not very good. Pratt with 3, Awuzie with 2, Taylor Britt with 2, and Logan Wilson with 1. Pass deflections, Wilson with 3, Taylor Britt with 2, Awuzie with 1. So yeah, our pass defense, I'm afraid that with these up sliders, it'll kind of show our true colors that we do have a lot of young guys, and they need to be developed. This is the first time I'm just going to show the Jets stats. Aaron Rodgers would post a 114 passer rating. He had a pretty good game besides the picks. Breece Hall would put up 182 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. That's why he's the #1 rusher in the league right now. Garrett Wilson would have an absolute day. Allen Lazard would have an absolute day. Yeah, our deep pass defense is just not very good at all. We're definitely going to have to fix that at some point in the draft and free agency. I don't know. But I don't plan on really signing anybody right now, and the trade window's already closed. So, here's going to be your Week 7 results. Nothing insane right now that I'm seeing. The Patriots would beat the Dolphins. That is absolutely huge. The Patriots have been on an absolute comeback ever since we beat them. Glad that we were able to dodge them there. 49ers beat the Giants. Lions beat the Bucks. That's a good matchup. Texans beat the Titans. Chiefs beat the Raiders by 3. Of course, we lose to the Jets. Eagles would beat the Bears 41-0. Seahawks beat the Rams. Steelers would lose to the Broncos. The Colts would lose to the Jaguars, who are 5-1. And here's your AFC standings. You have 4 teams at 5-1. There's a couple there at 5-2. There might be more. No, there is not. So there's your top 7 for the AFC. For the NFC, NFC isn't doing as good. 49ers kind of having an upsetting season. The Giants having a better than expected season, at least better than in real life. Here's your AFC North standings. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any comments or suggestions, make sure to please post them. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.